Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second ever YurterSlam event for YWF. I am here only in the commentary booth as I will not be performing tonight because the man next to me, who is still the tag team champion, him and Cranberry, for some reason attacked me out of nowhere. Don't know why. I'm still very salty about that, but moving on though, I am with Dennis Whitley, the leader of the Whitley Admiration Society, and we're going to be doing this here event here tonight with you all as we go.
Good to be here with my salty co-host. At the end of the day, we love a well-seasoned adversary, but at the end of the day, use all the seasoning you want. There's no beating an original recipe, and today we have a incredible lineup. I can't believe this. The haters are finally breaking up and getting to see these two go head-to-head against each other. The hater Hegarty going up against GWYNRob. Now this is going to be one for the ages. Now, Stone, have you heard anything about the two of them since they broke up?
Yeah, I've heard. Well, what I've heard is what we've seen in the ring. We've seen them duke it out at YurtleMania. GWYNRob picked up the victory there, but then they competed against each other in Money in the Yurt, where Hater Hegarty won the briefcase. So, I mean, and they have not been on speaking terms at all since then, and they're going to have a rubber match here. It's going to be a last man standing match. It's going to be hellacious. It's going to be brutal, and honestly, I could not imagine the carnage is going to happen in this match tonight.
Man, honestly, I can't help but wonder. Now, seeing the two of them since the breakup, because I do remember in the briefcase match, it did seem like the hater Hegarty has definitely been working on his strategy. At the end of the day, we knew that GWYNRob always brought the raw physical strength to the fight that everybody always wanted to see, and that the hater always came in with tactical blows. But the hater really showed us that he has been putting together the brains and then the brawn in the gym and brought both to show last time. Do you know if GWYNRob has been working on anything to try to get the upper hand this time around?
You know, it's hard to get a hold of GWYNRob because he's in the lab working on whether it's his cooking skills or his wrestling performances. It's hard to get a hold of him, but what I can see, he is trying his hardest to elevate his game because he knows that Hater Hegarty is not one that you can just walk on by. He's very powerful in his moves. He's holding that briefcase for the Nintendo 64 right now. I mean, he knows that Hater Hegarty has elevated his game, and he may be trying to elevate his game as well.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Now, the hater Hegarty, though, again, it's hard to bet against two people, and it's even more upsetting to have to bet on a New England Patriots fan. But from his last showing, I do believe that if I had to put it down, I'd almost go 60-40 in favor of the hater tonight.
Maybe so. He's maybe in his element here, where it's going to be Hoover can not get up at a count of 10. Will be the loser of this match, and we know he's not one to just roll over in that kind of situation. There is GWYNRob, so I'm very curious to see how that's going to go. And I don't know. You say you're favoriting Hegarty. You know what? Just to spite you, because I am still very upset that I will not be performing tonight because I am still injured with broken ribs. I'm going to pick on GWYNRob, just out of spite.
You know, you can pick who you want. At the end of the day, a win is a win, and I'm very sorry that you're picking on GWYNRob. Win might be in his name, but that's not what I think we're going to see here tonight. But the two of them are off. Coming into things, GWYNRob's going in. Oh, my goodness, has Hegarty on his back already. What's he doing? Ooh! That's
right. That's the strength that GWYNRob brings to the table. I have full faith that he'll be able to come through tonight. He's a dedicated man. He works hard. He trains hard. He doesn't do any shortcuts. You know what I mean? He unlike Hater Hegarty, who does take shortcuts. It's like the Whitley Admiration Society who takes shortcuts.
Okay.
I believe GWYNRob will prevail.
How about we focus on the match tonight, and at the end of the day, we can see that the hater Hegarty is very clearly just getting his horns wet right now, just seeing what Rob has to offer. And at the moment, yeah, I think that it's easy to just say, oh, well, taking a look at this, GWYNRob's going to have it. But the hater Hegarty is very clearly sizing up his opponent, trying to see what he has to offer, and taking a look at this, he's now changing the entire flow of the battle already. Getting Rob in the arm. Ooh!
Oh, what a nice counter, though, by GWYNRob. Hater Hegarty trying to give those clubbing blows, but these two are former tag partners. They are former tag champions, so they know how each of them works. So I'm very curious to see what they're going to pull out of their bag of tricks, and maybe something new that none of us have seen before.
I would hope so. At the end of the day, like I said, in the last match, we saw a side of the hater Hegarty that we had not seen before. But taking a look at this, GWYNRob already getting the stairs ready. The hater looking under the stands, getting a hockey stick out. GWYNRob in the crowd. Oh, look at this showboating tonight.
Oh my God. I think GWYNRob was trying to pick out a fan who'd been talking some smack, and that gave Hater enough time to with that hockey stick. but GWYNRob able to get it back, though, and some clubbing blows to the face of the Hater.
Hegarty staggering to his feet, getting back up. Oh, taking a look at this. Oh, GWYNRob not letting off. Goodness gracious.
Now I gotta ask you, because I mentioned how I haven't really gotten a hold of GWYNRob when he's been training for his match. Have you been able to see if Hegarty has been able to, do any kind of different training methods for his match or anything since going into it, I should say?
The only thing I can say is that between the seasons and before this match, oh my goodness, I saw the Hegarty walking down the streets of Boston looking bigger than ever and looking absolutely yoked, just seeming like he was ripping out of his clothing. I asked him, where have you been training? He smirked at me, had the audacity to look me in the eye and say he's been training at the library. And that, I think, tells us everything. That the tactician that we still saw plenty of in the ladder match, he's still here. He still understands that at the end of the day, battles are won watching tape first. But taking a look at this, he might not have watched enough.
To show you how gruesome this is so far, the referee, she is in the crowd trying to stay as far away from possible from these competitors. But she's now back in the ring knowing she has a job to do. Will not get paid if she's in the crowd. Count begins, though. We saw GWYNRob hit his legs on that steel steps. I'm curious how it's going to affect him going forward, though, as Hater might be counted out here.
Taking a look at this, he's staying down. GWYNRob back in the arena, getting ready to start gloating. Or is he? Incredible. Getting down. Is he going to...
Wow.
Bringing the Hegarty back to his feet to continue dispensing a beatdown. Oh my goodness. Ooh.
Pile driver onto the outside. There is no love lost between these two. We told you before this match started, this is going to be a hard one to watch, ladies and gentlemen, and so far that has paid in full so far, as Hegarty, again, getting counted out, possibly.
GWYNRob taking a lap around, picking him back up halfway through the count, and still deciding it's not enough. GWYNRob picking up a further stare.
Oh, but watch out!
The Hater.
Oh, no!
Clearly waiting for this moment, and now deciding that it's time for him to actually get serious about this.
Hegarty may have been playing possum there to try to get Rob to have his back turned, and now the Hegarty is now in control now, wearing down GWYNRob on the outside.
Oh, and big hit to the back right there. Hater reaching back under there to see what's in his magic bag. A baseball bat deflected by GWYNRob, though.
We know Hater is a Boston Red Sox fan, but GWYNRob said, I've got the Mets in the World Series next year, baby. And he throws Hegarty against the ring mat, and now is going to continue the punishment onto Hater and throw him back into the ring.
Now, this savagery that we're seeing right here, at the end of the day, GWYNRob is known for his strength, his power. He usually tries to get things over with quick. But the side of him that we are seeing tonight, this is an incredible amount of incredibly personal hits that we keep seeing from GWYNRob. It is very clear that it's not just about winning, it's about sending a message.
GWYNRob with a stoic look and then shooting a little taunt to the crowd and then taunting Hegarty. Oh my god. He just choked him out. He may be able to win the match here. Hegarty has not moved since the count started.
This is incredible. I did not think that I'd see the day that the Hater would go down so easily. But right now, at the 9 count, the Hater back on his feet. GWYNRob running out of the arena. What is this? Picking up the hockey stick that the Hater was using earlier, but not even getting a single swing off.
With that here, now he's next here on the commentating booth. Watch out now as he's going to throw GWYNRob into it, and he's going to continue to beating here. He was like a huge German suplex. He was just almost at a count of 9. He's acting like he's not taking a single lick so far in this match. He is ravaged so far.
Taking a look at this. What is this? Oh my goodness!
Brass knuckles to the face of GWYNRob.
Taking everything that was done to him so personally, picking up the hockey stick, and absolutely trying to decimate his former partner.
GWYNRob trying to get the upper hand, but a swinging neckbreaker from the Hater, and now GWYNRob is the one who may have to answer the 10 count as Hegarty's going to go back into the ring, maybe recover some stamina.
Taking a look, just staring down, taking a look at his former partner, not bringing him back to his feet. It's very clear that it seems like he might have been working on, like you said, his stamina throughout this. Because as we all know, Rob used to be the gas in the tank and the Hater used to be the driver, but it seems like the Hater is trying to show us that he has been building his own stamina and has been working to stand on his own. Now GWYNRob getting back up, taking the Hater down immediately, pulling him back up to his feet. Could this be?
Huge choke slam on the outside. These men have spent more time outside than the inside, which is a much more grotesque place to land on, and we are seeing that in full-fledged here. Hegarty now again may have to answer the count, and I don't know if he's going to be able to.
GWYNRob absolutely dominating, not just in physicality, but in presence tonight too. Standing in the arena, no longer taking his laps around the ring, bringing him back up. GWYNRob appears to have decided that he is done, but the Hater is not finished.
Hater gonna pick up that hockey stick, trying to use that as a weapon. GWYNRob's gonna deny that and is gonna go back on the attack here. Gonna pick it up for himself, maybe. Okay, what's he got planned here?
Taking it into the arena, throwing it down, and just standing there. Absolutely incredible. Almost challenging the Hater to get back up and do something. Has he decided that this is his moment of victory? Oh no.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, he's gonna go to GWYNRob. He's gonna go for it.
Oh,
diving clothesline.
This is ridiculous. The Hater barely managing to get back up. GWYNRob still deciding to punish him.
Now I gotta ask you, do you still think Hegarty can pull this out? I mean, GWYNRob is hitting with choke slams and mandible claws and flying clotheslines. Do you still have an ounce of hope for the Hater? I mean, I don't know if he's gonna be able to answer this.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. The Hater has astounded us before, and while it does seem like I might have underestimated GWYNRob because his training regime has been in secret, but I still believe that the Hater's tactical brilliance might shine through. Oh, big swing on his leg.
Taking out the leg of GWYNRob, trying to weaken that area of him. He's now gonna have to answer the count himself, GWYNROb is, and now Hegarty is gonna be in the ring. He's just standing there menacingly. Oh, he sees an opportunity, maybe? Oh, he's going to taunt. He's going to go.
Is he about to try to go for some payback? Nope. Just decided that he wanted to let everybody know he is still in this.
But that might cost him. Huge slam GWYNRob does onto Hegarty. And now, GWYNRob on top again. And I'm curious to see what they're going to have to do to put each other away.
This is true. It seems like I don't think that we've ever seen this amount of stamina from any fighters, let alone these two, not going down easy, just refusing to let either one of them get the win. But it seems like the Hater, blood on his face, might be at his limit. I spoke too soon. The Hater rises yet again.
He will not go down. He still has fight in him. He's going to take it to GWYNRob now. Going to do a nice little throwaway suplex, taking him out. GWYNRob down on the ground, and Hater's not done yet.
Taking it personal, what was done to him earlier, now deciding that he needs to go for it himself. Ooh, getting him in a nice headlock.
And the kind of device cinched in, but GWYNRob able to get out of it. That's good, because he may have passed out, because like I said, you can't tap out. He would have to just take it. But GWYNRob able to avail it. Another huge slam onto the mat, and now GWYNRob back on top.
The Hater has been refusing to bow down to the raw power and physicality that GWYNRob has brought today, but he has not been able to show us that same power, that same strength that he brought out in the suitcase match. He won that N64, but he is not showing us that same strength from before. It seems like while he has been working on getting stronger, this might be it for the Hater tonight.
No, it's not. He refuses to go down, and GWYNRob going to try to use that hockey stick. Oh, but Hater counters, and now he has the hockey stick.
Breaking the stick off GWYNRob's back. It's clear that he is not one to be underestimated. You know, the longer this goes on, the clearer it becomes that the Hater doesn't just want it. He is willing to put in the work, bringing himself back up to his feet every single time.
Hegarty, I mean, I could not believe this, the wood chip springing from the back of GWYNRob, and now look at Hager just taunting, goading GWYNRob, begging him to get up, and he is going to get up, and now what could Hager be doing?
Is he getting ready to pick up the stairs yet again? No, just going for a leisurely walk.
The baseball bat
connects to GWYNRob. I think that he'd forgotten that it was there. Oh my goodness.
And then GWYNRob, though, able to take that hit from the baseball bat and is still able to pick up Hater Hegarty, throw him against the barricade. And now what's he planning to do with Hater here on the outside? Oh, throw him against the barricade again.
Taking a look at this, picking him back up. Oh my goodness. This corner pressure is ridiculous. Ooh!
GWYNRob, just immense pressure onto Hater Hegarty, throwing him with that front-facing suplex onto the mat. I mean, Hater Hegarty may be concussed here. I mean, this is a rough watch. But look at Hater, though, able to get up again.
Incredible. This has been an insane match so far. A stop sign! Oh my goodness. The Hater pulling out his Bostonian heritage and showing us that he intends to put a stop to this once for all. But GWYNRob not having any of it.
Throwing on a sleeper hold. He's got it cinched in, legs locked in. Hater's got nowhere to go. Is he going to fade? He's reeling. He's reaming. This might be it. No, look at Hater able to break out.
Flipping him over. Taking control of the match once again. Taking Rob back to the mat.
Anaconda Vice again locked in. This time GWYNRob might not be able to break out. He's tapping, but it doesn't matter. If GWYNRob tap, but it doesn't matter because this is the last man standing match. There's no taps, there's no pinfalls.
The Hater clearly not caring either. Stop sign in hand. What is he about to do to his downed opponent? Standing over him, almost daring him to get back up with that stop sign. This is insane.
Just watching this, you would not believe these two were former friends, former tag team partners, but they aren't.
The Hater!
Oh my god, with the stop sign.
The Hater leaving everything that's in the past in the past.
Oh my god. He's goading him to get back up again. This is horrific.
This is insane. He's clearly waiting for him to get up just so he can hit him again. Daring him. Throwing the stop sign down. Could this be it?
He might be convinced this might be it for GWYNRob. No, he's going to get up again.
The Hater still deciding that's just fine if that's what he wants to do.
Oh, no.
Could it be?
Oh my god. A power bomb to the outside. GWYNRob just got thrown like 6 feet away. And I don't know if, as much faith as I have in GWYNRob, I don't know if he's going to be able to come back from this.
How do you think I feel? This is incredible. The fact that GWYNRob's dominance and seemingly assured victory at the start has come from where it did to where we are right now. The Hater has clearly taken it personal that everyone was saying that GWYNRob was the power behind their duo. And now,
I think he's out.
It looks like the Hater has shown that he is still the pinnacle of his game and rising. Insane.
Hater Hegarty puts the stamp on their rivalry and beats GWYNRob in a last man standing match. It was looking rough for Hater for a little bit for most of the match, but he proved that the resilience is still there and he wins the match, and unfortunately for GWYNRob, he loses.
Incredible bout to see.
And moving on now, we're going to have a run back from what happened at the last event as we saw Deadpool and Moon Knight turn their backs on their former X-Force partner, Flash. So Flash is going to be taking on Moon Knight here in a one-on-one match.
Incredible. I'm looking forward to seeing this. Now, have you heard whether or not the Flash has been taking it personal, whether he's looking at any new teams since he did get betrayed in that last match? How has the Flash been mentally getting ready for this round?
I mean, mentally, he's definitely been flabbergasted. I have heard rumblings, making some calls, trying to see who he can get to maybe form a team against the X-Force, because like I said, it's a one-on-two thing right now. I mean, but right now, I think he's just focused on Moon Knight and trying to get the win there.
That makes sense. Now, the Flash has given us some incredible work throughout the time that we've seen him. It is a bit of a shame to hear that the X-Force turned on him, but I think that this might be the motivation that we need to really see the Flash step up his game, especially here tonight.
Oh, wait a second. That's not Moon Knight's entrance music. That's X-Men music. Is this what I think it is?
It can't be.
Oh my god! It's Colossus!
Has this team already moved on from the Flash and replaced him in X-Force? This is how he's finding out? This is incredible. They're doing their former teammate remarkably dirty.
Remarkably dirty indeed. Deadpool calling on his former well, I guess ally, foe, whatever you may call it, in Colossus. And Colossus now is in the YWF, is going to be taking on the Flash. And the Flash had no idea. He went from fighting Moon Knight to fighting a titan of man in Colossus. How do you prepare for that mentally?
I really can't help but feel that the Flash must feel overwhelmed, at least to some extent, because at the end of the day, Moon Knight is an incredible martial artist, renowned for his prowess, using secret techniques that have been passed down from generation to generation, but at the end of the day, man, flesh and blood. And with the speed that Flash has, easy to overwhelm him. With the durability that Colossus is bringing in, I wonder what's going through the Flash's head now, how he's going to vary his strategy, because this is somebody who's going to be difficult to stagger and stun. Just look at the size difference between the two of them. Oh,
and we're seeing it already. Colossus just threw Flash to the ground. Like I said, that brutal strength is going to be shown here. Power bombing Flash, I mean, yeah, I'm flabbergasted. I cannot believe that Colossus is making his debut in the YWF in this kind of way.
This is incredible. It's insane to think that the entirety of the X-Force, after everything that the Flash put on when he was on their team, that this is what they would bring to bear for his first match against going on and replacing him immediately. You can't help but feel bad for the Flash, who is being tossed around like a rag doll in that ring.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Colossus already showing the power that he portrays here in Flash. Like I said, he was thinking about Moon Knight. Now he's got to think about Colossus. I don't know. The deck is stacked against him, and you got to think he's going to be making even more calls to possibly put together a team to combat X-Force now.
Oh, this is absolutely miserable to watch. Now, at the end of the day, the Flash has never been my favorite fighter, but he's always shown us good, clean wrestling. To be done like this, to be preparing for an entirely different fight, and to just be thrown around and disrespected by your former team like this, for Colossus to be showboating on top of him, I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, this feels so good to watch. I can't help but hope that the Flash manages to get the upper hand today.
Flash is able to sort of get going and take out that arm of Colossus, maybe try to wear down his lifting ability, but it's not proven much as a huge clothesline to Flash. Quick cover here. Could this be it for the... No, it's not.
Incredible. Flash still managing to find it in him to get back up each time, but these blows have to be adding up for Flash. They're getting harder and harder, and despite how fast the Flash is, it does seem like he might be slowing down a little bit.
Flash, though, able to show off that speed, able to catch Colossus off the ropes and pounding him on the mat. This might be what the Flash needs to get up. He's going to try to win it quick here, but again, I don't think it's going to be enough, no.
No, he's still staying in this, though, still coming up with strategies, taking a second to catch his breath while Colossus does the same, but ready to charge him!
Off the chest of Colossus, but then Colossus just throws him across the ring. I mean... Flash is just no match one-on-one for Colossus, it seems, right now, and I'm not trying to downplay Flash's abilities, but when you're not prepared to fight something like Colossus, it's gonna bite you in the butt, and it's proving so here right now.
The Flash still not giving up and doing everything he can to keep his wits about him, though, managing to just barely pull himself up outside the ring, but Colossus on him like white on rice. This is incredible. Getting out. Is he throwing him back into the ring? Oh, no!
No, on the hardest part of the ring, that edge of it, and Flash's back may be broken. And look at Moon Knight. He's trying to goad him a little bit too. This is rough to watch, honestly.
Colossus tossing him back in, letting him know that this is not going to be going out any kind of easy way, that they are going out on Colossus's term. But the Flash still swinging, still bringing everything that he can, deciding he is going to leave everything out there on the mat. Incredible!
Bus driver uppercut to Colossus. That's his finisher, but Colossus still able to kick out. And look at Flash, though, trying to keep the upper hand that he has right now, goading and pounding away at Colossus.
Colossus doing his best to cover his face, but the Flash still just wailing and swinging wildly, not letting any opportunity go missed. He is doing everything he can to remind us that while he might not be on the X-Force anymore, he was responsible for making that team what it was. And Colossus can try to take his spot all he wants, but he is not the same. This experience that we see that the Flash has had in the YWF, everything that he's learned from all of his fights is being put on full display right now, showing Colossus that despite his size, he's still new to this.
Yeah, a shout out to the Flash. He's doing the best he can. He's getting momentum going here. Nice little bomb to the mat, but Flash is able to pick out. Flash might be able to do this, man. If Flash can pick up this win, it'd be a great momentum builder for him. But oh, look at Deadpool distracting Flash. Unbelievable.
Flash still managing to break out, even with Colossus' teammate distracting him. Flash getting tossed onto the ropes.
Flash flung onto the ropes. He's still able to kick out, though. And like I said, it's 3-on-1. It's very difficult to win a match like this. I don't know if I wish Flash the best, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to. Look at Colossus picking him up like he's nothing,
and bringing him back down to earth hard and heavy. Goodness.
Now what's this? Uh-oh. Pop-up power bomb from Colossus. I don't know if Flash can be able to recover from that. Could this be the match possibly? I mean, Flash is stunned and dazed. This could be it.
Colossus bringing him into the center for a better, more satisfying pin view for the audience.
No!
The Flash still managing to kick out.
Flash showing the resilience that he has, trying to show the YWF universe he's not going to go down lightly. But look, I mean, it's getting hard to watch here. I mean, like I said, Flash had no idea he was going to be fighting someone like Colossus, and I don't know what he can do here. I mean, it's 3-on-1. This is ridiculous.
The Flash rolling out to try to give himself a moment, but Colossus on the top ropes, taking aim at Flash.
Oh!
He was ready for it, baited and whiffed it, immediately punishing Colossus' miss.
Flash showing that speed he has to be able to dodge that move, but the strength is just too much for him. He just threw Flash onto the mat and now just goading him. I mean, what do you think Flash needs to do to win this match?
I'm going to be honest. I think we saw a little bit of what could possibly work earlier when they were still in the ring. The Flash was delivering quick blow after quick blow, not letting Colossus get a second to get himself back together. As soon as he was down and discombobulated, he said, let me keep them bobbles discombobulated. And he said, I think that that's what needs to happen here. The Flash understands that his thing is that he is fast. Colossus might be strong, but he has no means anyhow of keeping up with the Flash. I think that he needs to take a deep breath, get back in the ring, and hit him hard and fast like he was doing earlier.
Oh, but he tried to use speed, but Colossus caught him, and now is applying that vice grip to Flash, and just, oh my god, it's hard to watch. And this might be coming here to an end soon. I mean, Flash is getting picked up like he's nothing, and getting thrown around, it seems like, by Colossus. I mean, this isn't looking good for Flash at all.
No, it's like I said earlier, these blows have clearly had to have been adding up and adding up. The Flash is still managing to keep it together, but he definitely needs to go for a finisher and needs to try to hit Colossus fast and soon.
Oh no, but another pop-up power bomb. He was able to survive it one time. I don't know if he can survive it again. Here comes the cover.
Flash could not kick out.
And that is the match. Colossus in his debut wins, and it's in a very, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's just downright despicable. I mean, fight the guy when he knows you're going to fight him. This is just hard to watch, but Colossus does pick up the victory for the X-Force, and unfortunate for Flash.
You know, say what we will, a loss is still a loss, but I can't lie. The way that the Flash moved out there, oh, wait a minute.
Speaking of moving,
oh my goodness.
Still fighting back against Colossus, but here comes the rest of X-Force, and he's trying his best to fight back, but it's a numbers game, like a pack of wolves attacking Flash.
Insane, jumping him out. Their final act, despite this being their former teammate, they don't seem to care. The X-Force gloating over top of him, and their leader Deadpool taking center stage. Oh
wait. What's this? What? Lights went out. Oh! Is that what I think it is?
Is that Batman? No shot.
Flash was calling. It's Batman. And Deadpool immediately getting out of the ring.
Backing down. This is incredible. We all suspected that the Flash would have to be putting together a new team, looking for new team members if he couldn't get back on the X-Force. But already, this is insane.
Batman now in the YWF. I'm curious to see what's going to unfold from there. Saving Flash. We're going to have to move on here to the YWF Twitch Tag Team Championship match. This is the one that I have my sights set on, as Andre Wink and a mystery partner is going to be taking on Sprite Cranberry And not you, Dennis. It's actually going to be El Masko. I think you had a little conversation with El Masko, giving him the opportunity to take down his rival, Andre Wink, in this match.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Having Sprite, Cranberry, and El Masko, two of the best members of the Whitley Admiration Society, together for a fight, it does feel wonderful to get a chance to actually see how things are gonna shake out. The two of them have been practicing, have been talking about how they're gonna do this, and have been considering some strategies. I think we're in for another stellar match from the Whitley Admiration Society tonight.
Well, I am going to, of course, be wholeheartedly in Andre Wink's corner, as if you don't remember from last time in Money in the Yurt, Andre Wink saved me from a hellacious beating at the hands of you and Sprite Cranberry. So I am all rooting for Andre Wink. I don't know who he's got as his tag team partner. I've heard rumblings, but I mean, does anybody quite worry you, Dennis, of who you could pick as his partner?
I'm going to be perfectly honest. Whoever his partner is would have to be strong enough to carry the dead weight that is Andre Wink, in addition to also being able to surmount El Masko and Sprite Cranberry. I don't care if it's Jesus of Nazareth himself fighting with Dre Wink right now. I have zero concern that my boys are not going to bring home this dub.
Well, I have full faith that whoever he picks is going to be able to prevail against Sprite Cranberry and El Masko. Like I said, I'm not able to compete tonight, but they sure can, and I hope it goes well. And speaking of your society, here comes the two men who will be defending those titles. El Masko getting a chance to defend them using that 4 Horseman role, and with him is Sprite Cranberry. Now, I gotta ask, how confident are you in these two tonight?
Have you seen El Masko move? Have you seen when he's jumped in?
Yes, I have, unfortunately.
El Masko brings an incredible energy to every fight that he's involved in, anybody that he's going up against, and no fear whatsoever. Pair that with the ferocity, the flavor, the power, and the crispness of Sprite Cranberry Original on top of that. I don't know what more you could ask for. To say that these two are overqualified to take down Dre Wink, come on.
Oh man, I'm more worried about Sprite Cranberry than El Masko, I'll be completely honest, but we'll see what happens here, and we're gonna actually cut to backstage where you actually were talking to El Masko about this match, and I gotta ask you, were you giving him any advice here, as we're gonna see it shortly, about what he needs to look forward to in this match?
You know, at the end of the day, one of the main things that he needs to know is that Dre Wink should never win. Dre Wink doesn't deserve to win. He's a shame to this organization. And I wanted to make sure I let El Masko know that it's imperative to the Whitley Admiration Society that Dre Wink lose. I know he's going to do it, but sometimes it just bears repeating, and I think he's going to remember that tonight.
Well, we'll see what happens here. We're going to see whoever is Dre Wink's tag team partner, and here he comes. Oh, wait. What is this? This is Tekken music.
No.
We saw on the big board.
Impossible.
We saw the words, "Is this who I think it is?"
It couldn't be.
Could this be?
Is that
Oh my
King?
It is King from the video game franchise Tekken, also making his debut. I can't believe this. It's King.
Now, you know, it's crazy. Prior to today, I had a lot of respect for King, but teaming up with Dre Wink, how the mighty have fallen. I see that those Iron Fist tournaments aren't paying the bills like they used to. This is who he's been resorted to fighting with, the common rabble like Dre Wink. But hey, it'll be an honor to watch the Whitley Admiration Society put a beat down on King.
I can't believe this. I mean, you gotta admit though, I mean, Dre Wink and King go back years as far as friendships and partnerships and being a main for Dre Wink. I mean, in Tekken, they have so much chemistry together that even though this is their first time tagging together, I mean, this could be a bad case for you in the Whitley Admiration Society. Are you worried at all about the possible chemistry these two have?
Their connection is indisputable, I'll give that, but at the end of the day, the decade plus of connection they've had does not worry me. At the end of the day, this is just Dre Wink leaning on a stronger fighter to try to lift up his own pathetic game. I don't believe that even with their synergy, that Dre Wink has what it takes to advance in the YWF. And today, we're going to show you exactly why.
I'm curious to see how that's going to unfold for you, but like I said, I got my pick in this match. I fully am behind the team of Andre Wink and King. I think they're going to get it here tonight. And I hope they do, to be honest.
They won't, but you know what? Hope is good. Hope is abundant. You can have as much of that as you want. You'll notice those belts came in with us, and they're leaving with us too.
We'll see here as El Masko and Spike Cranberry holding those titles high. I don't know why El Masko would be so confident. He didn't earn that himself personally, but hey, bygones. I mean, let him cook, I guess. I mean, I have no faith in him, if I gotta be honest, but I'm more worried about Sprite Cranberry. I mean, he is strong enough and powerful enough to carry them both, so it's gonna be a good match for these Twitch tag team titles.
This will be an incredible one to see. It's going to be a match for the ages. And I think that once you see what they're capable of, it'll make you a real believer.
Well, the match is now underway. The two rivals of Wink and El Masko starting it off, and Wink already trying to get the upper hand. Ooh, but the speediness of El Masko proving here tonight already.
Ooh! I can't believe this. Alright, Dre getting a single lucky hit off, likely by using those distracting tassels that he needs in order to even get anything in. But hey, already tagging to his partner.
Now we're going to see that for the first time in the ring, King, but El Masko quick on his feet, able to take King down to the mat, and King tried to break him with tag, but here comes Sprite Cranberry, the powerhouses of each team, showing it now.
Incredible. Sprite Cranberry immediately taking King to the floor, bringing him back up just to start wailing on him. Sprite Cranberry showing you exactly why he's a veteran of this.
King has not looked too great, but he's able to get it back here together. This is, like I said, his debut here. He's got to kind of get the feel of how the YWF works, and he's starting to get it going here. He just took Cranberry to the mat, and he's going to tag back in his partner, Andre Wink. Let's see if Wink can do what he needs to do against Sprite Cranberry.
Good whiff, already dodging Sprite Cranberry, baiting him, picking him up, and carrying him to the corner. What's he got planned? Sprite Cranberry managing to get him to put him down. Oh!
Oh! Nice German suplex into a pin combo. He's going to break it up, though, is Sprite Cranberry, and right back on attack of kicks and punches. And Andre Wink in a bit of trouble here with knees to the gut, also taking him to the mat.
Sprite Cranberry going in and tagging El Masko to let him finish what he started earlier and letting him show Dre Wink that he still ain't about it. Woo!
Oh, but a huge running clothesline taking El Masko to the mat. And now what's he got planned here? He's going to pick up El Masko and slam him into a power bomb. My goodness gracious. And here comes King.
A lot more tagging in this tag team match than we're used to seeing. It is clear that both teams are already doing everything they can to make sure that everybody gets a chance to fight. Ooh, and seeing this, El Masko going for a pin as soon as King gets in.
Oh, but King, nice springboard crossbody onto El Masko, all that weight onto his body, but El Masko, though, able to kick out still. And now King has the advantage against him tonight here, right now.
El Masko tanking those blows and looking tough while he does it, seeing no concern from this absolute furry. Oh!
Now, another thing to note about King of his repertoire is his fights against these second characters, he does use, as a quick pin here, oh, not enough, he does use wrestling moves in those fights. So, do you think that's going to help him here tonight in an actual wrestling match?
Well, as much as I hate to admit it, yes, I'd be foolish to pretend that King isn't bringing a background in wrestling that spans not just the fact that he's been in the Iron Fist tournament, but also the fact that he has a background in lucha as well too. He's used to fighting on different places, different styles, and seeing different fighting styles. It would be ridiculous to act like that's not going to factor in. The simple math of it is, though, it's not going to factor in enough for him to make any real difference against Sprite Cranberry or El Masko.
Oh, but he just hit him with a muscle buster. That's his finishing move, and this could be it for Sprite Cranberry unless El Masko breaks it up, and he does.
Sprite Cranberry would have been able to kick out if it had been necessary. Ooh.
King, though, throwing El Masko out of the ring like he's nothing. He's going to go right back onto the attack onto Sprite Cranberry. And like I said, we saw Muscle Buster. We saw a pedigree already from King. He has those moves locked and loaded, ready to go. You definitely had to at least respect what King can bring to the ring.
Incredible. This is absolutely insane to see. Sprite Cranberry doing everything he can, but still actually getting... It seems like King is doing a good job carrying on this fight and doing enough work to carry on his sorry partner.
Well, speaking of that partner, Andre Wink now getting a tag in. He's going to start clobbering with Sprite Cranberry. Sprite Cranberry needs to get something going here, and he will. He counters Andre Wink, and he's now back on it, kicking Andre in the face.
Incredible what happens as soon as his partner that's carrying him gets out of there, tagging in El Masko to let him show Winkfield who's boss and reminding him of his place.
El Masko able to break out the hold that Andre had on him, and is going to try to go back on the attack, but Andre quick to counter it.
Oh, getting him. Ooh.
Ooh.
A brief advantage it seems like Andre might have had, but before swapping back into King and letting him do the hard part. El Masko still managing to keep the upper hand even as he switches King in.
King now having to go against the other masked competitor in this match. A huge springboard Frankensteiner taking King down to his knees. And El Masko now has the advantage he may need if he wants to win this match. Huge slap chop to King and a huge super kick right after.
Incredible. Bringing him back up to his feet. Oh, but King ready to counter out of that.
King now doing a huge back suplex onto El Masko. El Masko taking a lot of damage here. I mean, you gotta think this is gonna wear off on El Masko sooner or later.
This is true, but El Masko still managing to stand strong, still ready, managing to dodge and bait out Andre's attack, then immediately managing to get ready and start beating on him again.
Ooh! Well, I guess you could call it the Canadian or the Mexico Destroyer, depending on where he's from on that time of day, onto Andre. He might be dazed a little bit, and now this is the advantage that El Masko is looking for in this match.
Trying to drag him to the center to set something up, but it looks like Dre Wink has gotten back to his feet. But after letting Sprite Cranberry recover a little bit, he's going to allow Sprite Cranberry to deal with Dre Wink. Immediately starts putting a hurting on him, tossing him to the ropes. Ooh!
Oh, he went for a Superman punch, just missed it though. Andre also missed what he was going for, and now Sprite Cranberry back on top, knee to the face into a pin maybe?
Has he got this? Has he got this? To 2 before a kick out. Sprite Cranberry, though, not letting him get off that easy, still keeping him off balance and still doing everything he can. He tries. Oh! Dre Winks, sorry as ever.
Sprite Cranberry was not able to stop King from getting into the ring, and now King getting the advantage. Could this be it for Sprite Cranberry?
Not a shot, not a shot. Sprite Cranberry now facing off against an actually evenly matched opponent. Oh!
Oh my god, hooking the leg, fisherman suplex. El Masko again able to break it up though. It's very smart on his part, which is one of the few smart things I can say about El Masko. And look at King taunting him, saying, if you do that again, I am going to break your jaw. And look at him showing off the strength that he has.
Even with that, Sprite Cranberry staggering back to his feet. King getting ready to try to take advantage of him while he's off kilter, but still not even managing to connect with anything meaningful. Sprite Cranberry getting King out of the ring, chasing him out and getting ready to make sure that he takes this opportunity to remind him who's in charge. Ooh!
Ooh, nice spinning back fist onto the jaw of King, but King is able to fight off and going for another pedigree maybe? No, Sprite Cranberry able to counter it and flip King onto his back.
Taking him while he's there, getting him by the head, and what's he getting ready to do? Sprite Cranberry setting something up. Oh no!
End of days. End of days onto King, but King able to kick out of it at 2. And now here comes El Masko possibly to finish the job for him.
Sprite Cranberry taking a second to recover. El Masko, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh my gosh, ref took a little bit too long to count that. He was able to go El Masko here, and now King is possibly back on top. And look, you gotta admit at least, Andre Wink, who maybe come back into the ring now shortly, he's a former TikTok champion. I mean, he knows how to win matches, you gotta admit, and this may be the time he needs to possibly win the match.
I couldn't agree more. He knows how to win matches by partnering up with people that do most of the work for him and that are stronger than him. And I do give him credit for understanding where his weaknesses lay, which is in his own fighting ability. But even with that, the Whitley Admiration Society is still taking this fight as seriously as possible and still does not intend to go out this easy.
Well, Andre Wink now going top rope. We don't see this very often from him, but he is waiting, and he's going to hit El Masko with a diving clothesline, bringing him back to the mat.
El Masko's very clearly dazed. Oh my goodness.
Now Wink going to go high flying. Oh, and taking out El Masko on the outside. Suicide dive connects.
Grabbing him. Oh my goodness. And just pummeling him about the face. Insane.
Now these two are fighting on the outside, going back and forth. Masko countering Andre, kick to the chest area, midsection, gonna throw him back into the ring. And what could Masko possibly do here to put this one away? Oh, he's gonna take out King. Maybe that's what he needs to do. Oh my God.
In the meantime, Sprite Cranberry swinging on Andre, back in the ring, getting ready while his partner is stunned, taking his head to the top rope. And what's happening here? Switching into Sprite Cranberry. Oh!
Ooh! Oh my God, the tag team maneuvers, the teamwork working out for them. And you may be right with the them working out together in a partnership might be paying in dividends right now for them. And Andre needs to get something going if he wants to win this.
Sprite Cranberry getting a bit close to the corner though, dragging him back away so his partner doesn't have a chance to tag in, and simply putting the pause on Winkfield before tagging Masko back in. Bold strategy, but I trust them. They got to know what they're doing. Oh, or
maybe not. The end of heartache backbreaker from Andre Wink when he was getting back in the ring, but not enough. Sprite Cranberry, they're able to break it up, and that might have been a flaw in their strategy to bring back in Masko at that point.
It seems like they might have been expecting to get a little more momentum going before that happened, but now, taking a look at this, it looks like King might be going in to try to finish the job. Is Sprite Cranberry going to step in and allow his partner to suffer like this? King taking a moment to taunt Masko, clearly going through it right now, but King looking fresh as daisies.
King taking that kick to the head from Masko on the outside personally. He is wailing on Masko, and he's not looking great here. This might be getting close to the end. Masko getting dragged to the corner again. Oh, but he's able to fight off though. Oh, but Andre Wink able to display a distraction to Masko and giving Wink or King an opening.
Oh! This is absolutely ridiculous. Masko being taken for a ride by two bums simply because of the fact that he managed to pick somebody that's strong enough to compensate for a shortcoming. Tagging in while Masko is already on the ropes. A tag team maneuver. Oh my goodness.
Ooh! A huge drop onto Masko. That might have broken his back. I don't know. The pin here, this could be it.
Sprite Cranberry trying to get in. Stuck. Oh!
The ref blocks Sprite Cranberry. You couldn't break it up. And Andre Wink and King are your new tag team champions.
Thanks, refs. Thanks, refs. You know what? I suppose this is as good of a win as Andre Wink could possibly ask for. You know what? I'll give my sincere congratulations to King, a real fighter. But let's not pretend that Dre Wink actually did anything or contributed to this fight.
Well, he got the pinfall, the 1-2-3 on Masko, and they are your new Twitch Tag Team Champions. What a match we had from these two. Wow, I am ecstatic at that ending.
You know what? I'm glad that he's the new Ref Tag Team Champion. Good for him. Good for him. Sometimes you need a handout. Or should I say a handout in this instance. But as long as they're happy with those belts, I hope they're not too heavy for them.